Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. I'm the MysteriousSJG. It won't make a difference to you, but in case you're wondering why you're still seeing that save screen there, I decided to do one more video because even though I really kind of should be done with my session right now, I took a look and was like, oh, if I record one more video, then it's not worth getting into the intricacies of my schedule, except to say that, yeah, this would actually really set me up. One more video would make a significant difference as far as when would I next need to pencil in a time to get some this particular LP recorded. So I can wait and record this game again when I've got time for 4 or 5 videos. Now it does have Muramasa. That might not be as big a deal as I think it is. Well, no, I didn't have one before. And it can only be used by Ash, who already has the best weapon in the game, so it won't matter for her. But yeah, actually, that is a big deal. Or it would be if if she wasn't a knight slash bushi, which I think she is, a knight slash bushi. Yeah, if I had my bushi and my knight split between 2 characters, that's the word I might actually be using. Or if I hadn't actually acquired the Tournesol, which involved a lot of off-screen gathering of specific items. But anyway, no, I didn't actually... Oh. Okay. So the map is... So I don't know what that whole thing meant with knowledge avails you not, because I didn't read about any of that between videos. I just noticed where I was and was like, oh, crap, let me record one more video, like now, quickly. And, Burglar. Threshold of Sacrifice. So maybe we'll have to go through this whole area again now without magic. And then without it. I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm not actually seeing... There's an Entite. They're kind of dangerous, or they'd be significantly more dangerous earlier in the game. It's going to silence Redis, which I don't care about that much. Oh, here's the thing. Altar of Magics. Stone altar stands before you. Do nothing. Hold on a second. Didn't we have an altar of magics way down here somewhere? Okay, so now maybe I was supposed to do both of these before. I figured, I was trying to read the clues, and I figured it meant magic avails you not, like we wouldn't have magics anymore. Magics avail you not. Characters cannot use magics, okay. You would call the vessel of the sky, who would climb the higher still. This vessel weighs now a master to ascend. The ways untrodden pass but one. Through ways then known, move unhindered. Pilgrims compelled to heaven's height, skyward keep your course. In vessel of sky now make your way. Reaching this place your worth proven. The path for you shall open. So we don't get to use magic. Now we don't get to use attacks, presumably. You don't get to speed this up, by the way. Oh, okay, so there's different fields, but only one of them is active at a time. Altar of Wealth. You don't earn gil anymore. Oh no! I could have said oh no's. It would have been only slightly more annoying. So I don't know what the... Oh, the Altar of Knowledge? I might not have been gaining experience as I was fighting, perhaps. Characters cannot use items? I don't even remember what the thing was right before that. I'm thinking maybe we had something going there where we couldn't... Oh no, we do have the map. The map did come back. So keep a close eye on the map icon. So I believe that's what we lost for doing this. I don't know if we had any other negative impact, but the map thing went away when we used this, which would... And there's a weird discoloration no matter which one you use. Magic Field's lift characters can use items again. Maybe now we can get our map back. Maybe if I shut off all of the things, then we're okay. See if this brings our map back, and then I'll at least be confirmed that that's what was happening. But now nothing's active, so none of the doors will work. Oh, but apparently that's what we want to have happen at this point. Your abilities are again your own. And so you shall. I'd like to hear more fairy stories about the police. And so you shall. Select destination. 66, 67. Okay, despite the name, you would think this thing could go all the way to the top and bottom, but apparently it can only go up one floor. And what was stopping us from advancing before was that we had still disabled our map. Even though, as you saw, I pressed the L1, I pressed the left trigger in, like L3 I guess it's called on a mapped controller. And we did have kind of a map on screen, and we can also use our map by pressing just the regular button that brings up the map. It just wasn't there in the top right, so that was a pretty minor inconvenience. And again, I wanted to get one more video recorded, and we spent almost a third of a video just bumbling around on that floor, looking at all the different, quote, handicaps we could have had. Didn't really advance at all, except for one floor here. So this will be our first real advancement, because now I would assume that that pillar will actually work. There was no pillar on the previous floor. It's not that there was a pillar that didn't work; there just wasn't a pillar. We had to come up one floor to get to a waystone. A waystone, not a pillar. A waystone. Ooh, the music's gotten extra exciting again. I almost said again. Ooh, the meat of destiny. Sounds delicious. Alright. This is the spine ravel. And we've got extra fancy bombs. They don't seem to be dropping... well, they are dropping crystals, but they're not dropping the special crystals that would suggest I need to collect them up for some puzzle. You who reach this final sphere, no paths herein will you find. The heights you've climbed, their glyphs, these shall be your guide. The seal of night, to the seal of night look first. Not easily this realm to pass, failing twice, punishment you will face. Is it a red sigil? A green sigil? A black sigil? They said night first. Sigil of Sacrifice. My sacrifice. I guess Knight would be this one. Not sure what the punishment is if you fail twice. It seems like that advanced us anyway. I mean, curious about the punishment, but could always read about it and report back later if we don't screw up. Well, that was fun. Fool's Facade. This wall appears different from the others. Strike the wall. Neat. There's a green sigil. No. Oh noes. Hilarious. Picked up an Antares. I don't even know what that is. What the hell is an Antares? Oh, we got Damascus Seal. Steel, I should say. It is a gun. It is possible that this is better than the gun that Penella's using. No, it is not. It was possible. It just is factually not better than the one she was using. Now it's like, I'm not even going to ask. I know that we attacked these walls. Yeah. Okay, this is where we started this zone. Okay, I don't know how big a deal you were meant to be, but appear to be repeatable because you didn't drop a trophy or anything. Alright, so you down. Try the black sigil again. And doesn't seem like I was punished per se. Oh, you've been punished, it says. You reach this final sphere, no pattern will you find. To the Seal of Night, look first. Failing twice, punishment you will face, or will you face? Will you work? Will you work? Coffee break, coffee break. I haven't seen a reason to use anything other than the black sigil so far. Although it seems like that's got me going around in circles now. I would imagine punishment means that some enemy will show up, which is probably harder than the regular enemies around here, but not unbeatable. So I'm really not that concerned. Let's touch the Sigil of Sacrifice. Ooh, purple light came on. Well, we got dumped into a new zone. You reach the final sphere. The heights you've climbed, their glyphs shall be your guide. Choose well each color lest you be denied the path you seek. To seal the night, look first where black of night stained door and glyph. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so it basically says keep choosing black, dummy. Next, turn to green-hued flame. which to your earthbound form gave wing. Okay. Black, then green. I think we can handle that. Oh man, respawning undead. This game has way too much of that. Okay. We got our map for the third ascent. How much more of this nonsense do we have to deal with? Quite a bit, it looks like. Well, it's not that bad. Second flight and the Emprian Revel. Cloying breath. It turns out the warlock zombies have bad breath. Go figure. There's a lot of bad status effects on Redis right now. Ancient letters hang in an effluent glow. Whatever. You reach this final sphere, blasey, blasey, blah. The fourth is that you sacrificed. Remember now the price you paid below. Steel turned to summon dash. Wealth, it glimmers gold. Magic cries for violent dusk. Knowledge for pink bluish of dawn. Fine. That's all well and good, but what's the last, Okay, the third, too, is of the flame, not green in hue. Hungry and consuming, denying wings to earthbound form. Okay, great. Spellbinder, aka Collision. Oh, somebody has to die, and then... Okay, well, let's get out of here before we waste a lot of magic bringing him back. So the magic's binding the door fade once you've sacrificed him. Wasting Phoenix Downs. So I don't know who all has cleanse. Kind of hoping you do. And you do. All right. So I get the gimmick of the area now. It's black, then green, then red. And sacrifice takes you there. You can't leave sacrifice until you actually kill somebody. So we'll do black, then green, then red, and then we'll be done. Just leave them be. It's not worth it. What the two failures would mean, I'm not sure, although I feel like we did... I think just by hitting sacrifice we got sent to that place, but could be that was our second wrong input in a row, and that's why we went there. I think that might be what it was. I think the punishment is going to the place with all the respawning undead, but it also reveals the key to figuring this whole puzzle out, so... Is it really punishment? I don't know. So if we do this, and I understood the puzzle correctly, we'll be going to a whole new zone. No. Oh yeah, it is. It just looks similar to something we've already done. Okay, so now we clear this, and that'll take us to sacrifice. Which instead of taking us to scary zombie zone, should take us out of the place. I think this is sacrifice, isn't it? Yeah. But I guess we'll find out. There's also a door we didn't... There was two doors out of that sacrifice area, and we didn't really open them both. If we're going to get the Sun Crest, we need to figure out this place. Well, I think I just did it wrong. So maybe we're going to get punished again. thought it was black, then red, then... Black, then green, then red, then sacrifice. So let's start the pattern over. But I think I'm got knocked out of sequence at some point here. Because we're back to here. Door cannot be opened from this side. Okay. Seal of Night look first. Black. Next turn to green. Third is not green. Maybe it wasn't red. The third two is of the flame, not green in hue, hungering, consuming, denying wings to earthbound form. Okay, so I gotta, it's not just red. The fourth is that you sacrificed. Oh, fudge. Okay, so when we get to that last one, let's try this again. This is annoying. Remember now the price you paid below. White, gold, violet, pink. White, gold, violet, pink. I do not know that I'm going to remember that. Let me jot that down on like a notepad file or something. White, gold, violet, pink, right? Oh, looks like my notepad file crashed. Never mind. White, gold, violet, pink. Sure hope this, okay. Hopefully I can get out of here without having to let somebody die again. Nope. Looks like Redis has got to die. Somebody's got to die. It's going to end up being Redis. Oh no, you just have to... Oh no, I figured somebody had to die because it's the door of sacrifice. I guess you just have to kill a certain number of them. Okay. I'm fine with that. Alright. That one can't be opened from this side. Apparently we get to it from another side later. Possibly we're allowed to maneuver back here later to make it return trips easier. But we're just going to do... we're leveling up from all this horse hockey anyway. So we'll just do black. Then green. And see if that takes us to that new zone. So this, I know we're right so far. I didn't really write down the clue for... They said a flame that isn't green. So let's just look at the options once we get up here. Just pick something we haven't already done. So, black again. Sacrifice. No, I think this one is supposed to be red. And then the last one. now we gotta try to figure out something. They say what you sacrificed, but I don't know if we start with sacrifice and then do all those different colors, because we've got a lot more choices here. Sigil of sacrifice. Oh, they're all sigils of sacrifice. Got it. Clever. Alright, so white first. Okay, got it. Pay more attention to home. So there's no way you're doing this right without... Like, if you choose twice and you are punished, like, I don't see how you can possibly get up here without choosing the wrong one twice at some point in all this. I hope next is violet. No, next is supposed to be gold. Well, I mean, I can hit sacrifice again. And this time when I get up there, maybe gold? Well, no, that wasn't it. You who reach this final sphere, the heights you climb, the blah blah blah. The third two is of the flame. Oh. Well, now that I know there's no reason to not keep Redis alive, we'll cleanse him. Let's try this again. Fourth is that you sacrifice. Remember now the price you paid below. White, gold. Oh, crap. What did I sacrifice? Well, I sacrificed everything below at some point, but the only one I passed through any doors on was knowledge. So maybe we just have to do pink. Or maybe I'm supposed... Like, this could have gotten really complicated if I have to do... Because I did several of them below. Alright, whatever, Red S. You're pissing me off with your inability to not get confused, diseased, etc. Okay. Alright, I don't know how much we've got left in this video, but want to at least try... Oh, he's not poison anymore. So I want to try this once before I give up and just go back and save, because if you just have to do the one that you did for most of the trek, then we're just going to do the pink sacrifice one and we're fine. Because that's the one we actually gave up and used. We did a bunch that we went back and forth on. But the only one that was actually in effect that allowed us to pass through the rooms was knowledge, which is pink. Somehow the color of knowledge is pink. Because girls are smart. It is a positive message for young women from Final Fantasy XII. Alright. I'm not going to bother with you again. So, green. Okay, at least I figured it out without cheating, assuming this works. If it doesn't work, I will be annoyed. Not the least of which, because I spent a whole video on this and kind of lost easy access to a good save point, unless we can get back to it from... We might be able to get back to it from there, but... Because if we finish this whole mess and I don't have a save point, then I let a really good opportunity to efficiently end this session slip away to try to sneak in one more video. And I kind of don't want to give this up because we got enough experience fighting all those monsters to level up. Alright, so let's just hope that the pink sacrifice is enough. We're sacrificing pink. This would be considered pink and not violet, right? Let's kill you so we have time to consider this. That's gold. That's clearly white. That must be violet. This must be pink. Yes, that must have been a positive thing. Yeah, alright. Let's see what this thing has to say. You reach this final sphere through these great gulfs of space. To the undying, the final path belongs. Pure brilliance, unseen in distance, is traversed, untainted by glyph and color. Alright, well now I want to see if we can fight our way back and open that door from the other side and make this permanently, well, no, not this way. We're not going. It's not going to happen that way. Oh, you're still following us? Wow, you're pretty dedicated. Fool's facade. Try not to hit the trap. Thank you. That is just a regular old waystone. So please tell me this takes me to some kind of save zone. The waystone to the save zone. Got an elixir. We can go up to 90. Hope that counts as a place where you can save. I just need to save now. I wanted to sneak in one more video. I didn't mean to set myself up where I have to do two, because I don't have a save point. Ooh, that suggests a lot is happening. I'm only going up 2 floors. Don't be so dramatic. Oh no, this is a blast that's coming to destroy me. Come on, with all this plot, there must be a save point soon. Well, there's a boss. Depending on how long this takes, I might be splitting the video. You'll probably know by now. I would have split it a couple of minutes ago. I think this is one of the espers that we never... Yeah, Hashmal. This is an esper. He's not going to be as bad as Zodiark or even some of the ones we've already beaten. But nevertheless, let's treat it like a real foe. Not to the extent that we're going to bother to use the status guaranteed trick on it, but I'll at least dispel its fanciness. Which, now that I think about it, I was using on non-esper bosses too. Got a high ether from him. Whoop-de shit. Alright. Those are not as easy to get in this game as they were supposed to be, apparently. The Final Fantasy Wiki says that there's supposed to be a repeatable formula to obtain those through the loot and bazaar system that just doesn't work right. He's probably got some kind of super... He's getting ready for Roxor. Dr. Roxor, the rock and roll clown. He does cocaine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I mean, the music is still badass, but he's just not that impressive compared to some of the guys that we've been fighting. He's getting ready for battle cry. Doesn't seem like our status effect magic took. Not that shocking, really. If I ever actually use this guy in battle, we might be seeing this again. Yeah, that really didn't do that much damage. He's going for Quake-Ja, so I guess he's the monster of Earth. Oh, Balthier almost died at the end there, although he would have gotten healed before he actually went all the way down. So yeah, it's like I said, depending on how long this takes, I might split the video. If I can find a nice save spot, though, we'll just let this video go a little long, and that'll give me time not only to research whether we missed anything cool, but also who should really be getting this, this Esper, or Eidolon, or whatever the hell they're calling them in this game. Hey, Yachi, I guess it's Esper and not Eidolon. Hachi, Hachi, how come you're so mean to Mike and Gloria? Alright. Oh, cinema scene. Plot scene. Save crystal, please. I guess so much for the plot scene that I thought was happening. Maybe we're segueing into a plot scene now, but... not quite. Ah. This is the 90th floor. Yeah, we'd have to go all the way to the second. I feel like I might be splitting after the fact at this point. Because I don't know when we'll get to a save crystal. And if it involves a lot... we might have some plot stuff. I'm fine with it. I don't think we missed anything that we can't go back and figure out. We got dark matter. That's pretty cool. I'm annoyed at myself, but I'll have to find some time during the week to sneak in like probably one episode of Neo. I need to sneak in. Because now we'll have
the din of the mist grows greater.
And the mist of the din grows greater too. Did we ever establish a connection between the mist and the sun crisps? Or the Nahasite or whatever?
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if she's really going to fall in love with me because I, Van, am the hero. I kind of thought that might happen at some point, but...
I mean, I know how she must feel.
No, you don't.
It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Well, I mean, she's lost people she cares about, but she's not the princess of Dalmasca.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past.
Or get a release of Revenant Wings on a system JG can play.
Still, sometimes when I close my eyes,
I think of England.
I can see them so clearly.
Sorry.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons.
But, Penelo, you're a girl, so you should be fine. It only binds men.
Cut the true path. But will she?
Or is she a pawn of the evil gods who keep making fun of us? Because that's what this dungeon is all about. A bunch of evil gods talking a bunch of shit. That is really what's going on here, guys. Okay, well, here we go. Save crystal. So this video will go long, but I'm going to call it a video now. Now, we've had a couple of videos in the 25-minute range recently. I don't think this is a big deal. I think you guys are fine with one video that went a little long. I hope you are. Either way, I'm calling it a video and a session, and when we come back next time, there's big plot doings for sure, because I gotta feel like once we clear this zone, which we're currently in, Well, I suppose I don't know. Right now, it's like the music suggests that there's no enemies here. It's all just talk. And then when we get to that waystone, we're going to... I don't know if there's another dungeon above, but if the ascent is the entirety of the dungeon, but there's a real decent chance that when we get to the next area, it's going to be like a big plotty-plot showdown. Certainly, we're going to have some kind of big battle to get the actual Sun Crest, I would think. And then we have to find out once and for all what Ash is actually going to do. That may be the next video. It might not. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll definitely find out whether it happens in the next video by the end of the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.